can end up running you 10, 15, hell, even $20,000. And that's so Disney, that bastion of wonder and merriment and place that dubbed itself the happiest place on earth, is raising ticket prices again for 2025.
You're kidding me.
I am not kidding you on this one. The announcement was made that they are raising the ticket prices. The cheapest ticket in this case, at the best time of year for the cheapest area, the Animal Kingdom, will rise from $109 to $119 a person per day, not counting tax, starting next year. That is the cheapest possible ticket at Disney World to get you into one specific section for one specific person. $119 a pop.
So they're going up $10.
They're all going up $10. Yes. So the most expensive ticket during that era is going to be $189. The the Animal Kingdom, at its high point, is actually going to be $169. And the Magic Kingdom itself, which is obviously the really the best, most popular, most well-known aspect of Disney World itself, is going from $184 to $189 a person starting next year.
So like 400 if it's you and your wife.
Just two. Yeah, a day.
And I guess Brian said he saved himself from this because he became a member.
Ryan, well, in this case, Ryan actually had a story about Disney himself, Disney and the fact that honestly it was not really that great of an experience.
Right.
But the problem is in this case here is that as you're in a society where people are struggling to keep the lights on in the house with the the electric bill, the Verizon bill, food on the table. I mean, more and more people are buying like Chef Boyardee and ramen noodles more than ever now.
Yeah.
That these prices, they're like, okay, the ticket sales, by the way, for Disney have been dropping. So give me a second here, let me see if I've got the numbers.
I was also going to say, I know one of the biggest things that made them lose numbers is when they did the whole stupid change their fast pass thing, where now you have to buy individual fast passes for each ride.
Yeah, and that's part of it too, is the fact that I actually can't pull it up, but ticket sales dropped, and it was at 17 million in 2022. I don't have the final number for 2023, but I know 8, possibly 9 months out of last year ran less than the previous year. So the ticket sales for Disney World in 2023 are going to end up going to be lower than 2022. So What does Disney do in this situation to try and entice customers? Raise the price. And it's reaching a point that if you have a family of, say, 5 people, husband, wife, 2 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids and a grandparent, or 3 kids, whatever the case is, that's 5 right there. And that's if you just say Magic Kingdom alone. You're not going to Epcot. You're not going to you're not going to the Animal Kingdom. That alone right there is over $900 a day for a family of 5, not counting transportation, not counting food, because obviously the kids are going to want to eat at some point.
Oh,
yeah, that's not going to include, the travel on that, any merchandise, because the kids are going to want to buy lightsabers or whatever this is. The reality is that a 1-week trip at Disney World can end up running you 10, 15, hell, even $20,000. And that's a new car for 1 week.
Yeah.
It's brutal. And they're like, well, I don't know why, nobody's coming, because nobody can afford to.
Right.
After the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes was like, I'm going to Disneyland. Yes, Patrick Mahomes can get it because at 15 years and $525 million, which I think his contract was, I'm pretty sure him, Brittany, and the kids can probably afford Disney World. But for us 99% schlubs, us poor ass people who are trying to figure out how the fuck to be able to pay the electric bill, no, you can't do it.
No. That's why my goal was one day go, but realistically, I probably never will be. Unless I win some ultimate vacation to go to Disney World.
Unless Elon Musk buys Disney, which there's really not been talk of that, and he ends up actually doing something different that way. But the truth is that it's sad, because I remember being at Disney World when I was like 11 years old in 1986, and it was awesome, dude. It was amazing to see all the stuff that we saw. 91 was cool when I was a grungy teenager, but 2006 especially I remember, because that was the year that we got the behind the scenes tour. So we got to see how everything was done, the entire underground city, how everything worked, how everybody, and it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. Disney no longer has that anymore, as more and more people that go are, in the end of the day, disappointed because they're worried about the money aspect of it. And because it's gotten so corporate, that a lot of them just don't enjoy the magic anymore because it's about the stock price and not the experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's disappointing. I honestly, I'm really kind of bummed by it because Disney used to be spectacular. It was beautiful. And when you price people out, the average 99%er can't afford to go because, again, we talk about this with movies. They're not going to the movie theater because it's $150 for a family of four if you include like tickets and food. That's the Verizon bill right there, to go see a movie that may or may not be good.
Right.
Now, I will say one thing. There's a con called VidCon that's in California. What's nice about them, and they've done it every year, is there's a certain day at the end of the week where everybody goes to Disneyland for a discounted price.
Nice. Okay.
So that's one nice thing that's kept up. But I know what you mean. And if you don't go to one, you're already spending a lot of money if you go to VidCon. But it is nice that they do some kind of Disney thing. But that would be realistically a way to go. But you're still spending a lot of money. So I know what you mean.
It's brutal. And obviously, like I said, the food is expensive up there. Down there, the merchandise obviously is expensive as crap. And as a result, I think people are just not going to go because, again, you look at $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for a week or 10 days or whatever it is, and you think to yourself, okay, that is a year's worth of mortgage payments.
Yeah.
You know,
now, I will say the only nice thing is you can get a travel agent and you can pay payments throughout the year.
It's funny. I actually found something recently. I was reading a travel agent herself talked about it. And she says, A, she does not actually do anything for Disney. And B, she's gotten a lot less people coming in to even request Disney World at this point.
Oh.
So in this, even without knowing that she doesn't actually handle Disney, people just assume, okay, travel agent, they handle it. She's not getting the same number of people coming in and mistakenly asking her if she can handle Disney because nobody can afford to go to Disney anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It really does.